It is TacPack time. Here it is. I got TacPack. Thanks to Kevin, who's awesome. And you know what? And I'm going to say publicly, every opportunity, every attempt that Kevin and I have made, mainly Kevin has made, to meet up, so like I have two things I can do. I can send them stuff and where he can come meet up with stuff, but I'm also gonna, because he's been so awesome, I'm gonna do some stuff for him with stuff related to stuff and things. But anyway, it's failed, just scheduling issues. So here's one more box to add to that. So anyway, we've got TacPack, thanks to Kevin, for May. Yeah, it's still 2022, all year long. Sonic, what are you doing in that cage over there, man? Sonic is doing crazy things. So we are going to TacPack May 2022. We're going to see what we've got. I'm going to actually open the box instead of just cutting random parts of it. Where's the edge? There it is. Trying to just cut tape and not through cardboard, but that way I can like seal the box up again, you know what I mean? Kind of excited to see what we got. Although, let's face it, lately, let me see if I can predict this. We've got a magazine, we've got a charging handle or a selector switch, and a cleaning kit. Is that, I mean, it's TacPack. That's basically what they've been giving us lately, right? So let's hope that there's some cool stuff that's, ooh, I'm glad I didn't go too deep in there. Let's hope that they've been giving us, they give us something new, something different. Now, again, we know, or at least we should know, that when dealing with TacPack, we're getting a shooter's box. That's what we're getting, guys. We're getting stuff, and mainly because the most widely, disseminated, the most widely purchased and out there platforms, handgun-wide, is Glock, and rifle-wise is AR. They tend to be products for those things. But, oh, well, that's different. Let's see what we've actually got in this. Did I lie? Did I lie? Let's see what we've got in this whole box. I know that often the question is asked, what knife was that you unboxed with? This is a, you guys have seen this earlier. This is a collection. I'm not doing collection queens anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. This is a Hinderer XM 3.5. This is an older generation that's just been a collection queen. A two-tone finish with a gun candy scale. And you know what? No more collection queens. We're carrying everything. We're carrying everything from now on. So what do we got in this box? So this is the TacPack Plus, right? So we've got all the regular items and then plus some higher, I don't want to say higher end, but some higher dollar value items in there. First of all, sticker, as always, cool ass sticker. Man, it goes with the family. But if only I had, man, I gotta find room for Luigi, because I don't want to tear up these. We got a Luigi, but we'll, I need to get a larger mat and start putting and start transferring very carefully stickers. But anyway, there's that. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. And, they always kind of change the way that they do the card and everything. So they're telling us now that the standard box total value is $105 and the plus box is $230. And let's remember that's probably MSRP, right? Whatever. But let's see what we have as we go. And we'll differentiate, the special box versus the real box, the regular box. So we've got a SOG 25% off. I have a love-hate relationship with SOG. There are some SOG knives that are really good. They really are. I think SOG is very overpriced a lot of the time. GSM, company that bought SOG, and I believe now they own Cold Steel too. You see Cold Steel on that? I don't know, but they own a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure they own Cold Steel. So there's everything. I see SOG. I'm looking for Cold. Yeah, there's Cold Steel. There it is. There's 25% off code if you so choose. Cool. And the fixed blade field knife. That's just it. Fixed blade field knife, right? Yeah. My whole thing with SOG is that, you know, SOG is actually it was a military organization once in a while. That's not my thing with SOG, but you know, they use it. They use the Studies and Observations Group from the Military Assistance Group in Vietnam, and they. I don't want to use this for this. I want to use something small and simple to avoid messing up anything in the package. You know, they use the SOG, I think, to imply that they are a military-like company, and you know, they're not. They're not. They have some nice knives that can fit in the T-word category. Tactical. They have some nice stuff, but my personal rantings mean nothing. I'm just telling you. So, let's see. There are some cool things by SOG that I like. There are some things by SOG that I think are absolutely crap. Their materials kind of span the spectrum of between low and high end. They've got some made in the USA. They've got a lot of made in China. This one, I'm willing to bet, is a China one. Lifetime warranty, cool, but I don't remember how many of them have that. You see that steel when you see the alphabet steel. Not all of the, you know, with all those letters is always a Chinese one. There are some that are not, but that right there is going to tell you it's made in China. 7CR, and I've said this before, is kind of the absolute lowest alphabet steel that I would use, that I would take out with me. It's not great, but it's the lowest quality. Anything below 7CR, I feel like it's just absolute junk, is complete crap. And I know there are other guys who would disagree with me at all. They'd say, like, you know, anything, you know, 8, 9 CR is still crap. I feel like there is some value to be had depending on the price and what you pay for it in like an 8 or 9 CR blade. It's a decent EDC steel. On a field knife like this, I don't feel like that's the way to go. And then people are going to say, like, oh, well, I have one and I'm able to sharpen it and everything. Of course you are. You could sharpen it because it doesn't hold the edge. That's the whole point. On a knife like this, I want edge retention. That's what I want. Not it's easy to sharpen because it doesn't hold the edge. Now, I'm going to caveat all that with, this is not a knife that I have personally carried or used. It's a comfortable rubber overmold on the handle, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, it's not too bad. You know, it's just enough for me to grip it, but not, I mean, I could feel this becoming uncomfortable too much. And in a wet condition, I mean, it's got this kind of big style jimping, which is nice. It's got jimping on the blade. I could hold it, but like if I had any like gloves on my hands, if my hands were any bigger, this would not be very comfortable to hold. That's a me problem. That's a big hand guy problem. That is not an everybody problem. I recognize that, but who's unboxing the knife? Me or everybody, you know? I don't know. It is full tang. Why you need that? I mean, is that really for? I'd rather have, if it's a field knife, I'd rather have a full tang with an edge that I can use for some kind of work, not that. Did I say edge? I meant like surface. You know, something I can pound with or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Slight recurve. I don't know if you can see the slightest little recurve in that blade. There are the people that are going to say that recurves are impossible and hard to sharpen. No, they're not. You just need the right tools. I am dangerously low on cutting money, guys. I'm going to have to go find some more. Not bad. Nothing wrong with the edge. I don't want you to misinterpret that. It's just me getting that. I'm trying to get just that round belly part there, and it's little, so keeping it on the paper is hard. It's nice out of the box. It is nice out of the box. Like I say with so many other things, running it just a little bit over a diamond would of course improve it. I don't fault the knife at this point. I think production-wise, coming off the production line, it's pretty good. Pretty good for what you're expecting. Nice clean cut. Let's do the pull through. I'm just going to throw this out there, and not for nothing, but I've noticed that there are some other channels out there that do exactly this stuff. I started doing this one day, the pull through and the slice through and stuff, and now I see other channels doing it, and I'm like, that's really cool. I just think it's awesome that somehow some people think I know what I'm doing. Guys, I make this shit up. I've been making this channel up as I go along since day one, but I appreciate that there are some people that think that, like, I might actually know some stuff. That is the coolest thing in the whole world. I love you guys. You guys are all awesome. Not bad. Not bad. That's actually a pretty clean cut. Little bit of effort, like just honestly the amount of effort that I thought it would take. Not bad. And we can pew. Not bad. In terms of how the edge comes out of the box. Remember, and this is hollow grind, so nice for slicing. For you fixed blade guys, let's see, how well does that retain? Pretty good. And then, wow, my airbrush compressor just went on. You've got your kind of built-in cord cutter. It's not a cord, it's just an exposed part of the blade. But, I mean, we don't really need to test it since I just tested the whole edge and everything. It is exactly what it is. We know it's going to work. This isn't really a long enough piece to get any kind of leverage. It's going. This is me looking like an idiot now. I started it. I gotta finish it. I shouldn't have even started with a piece this small. There we go. That would have been so much better. Honestly, don't fault the knife. That was me being a moron and just wanting to use the stuff I had on. Like with a full piece of rope, I could have cut right. It's just like doing the pull-through test. It worked once, it would have worked again. We've got our SOG specs right there. Now, a lot of what I would think of this comes down to the price. This is not something I would buy. It is not something I would buy on my own. Flat out, can tell you that right now. However, if I had it, I would probably use it. I'd probably use it. It would be a very meh-related use. You absolutely, with this steel, if you're taking it out into the field somewhere, though, you need to take sharpening equipment with you. That edge will not hold. And belt clip, rather, over time, I don't know how well it's going to hold. I'm going to put this one in meh. It'll serve its purpose for a while. As long as it's not too expensive. Okay, there we go. Let's move along to the Tech mat, gun cleaning mat. Now I'm gonna have a drink first. Okay, so this thing is big, and I'm not gonna be able to lay the whole thing out here. So we'll take a little look at it. And it's got an AR-15 design. Another pet peeve of mine is everybody calling every rifle platform an AR-15 when really there is but one actual AR-15, and it is built by the Colt Arms manufacturing company. It's like calling every tissue a Kleenex. I know, they're all basically the same, but it's like, one company produces the AR-15. Like, Smith & Wesson doesn't make an AR-15, they make the M&P 15, and like Bushmaster doesn't make an AR-15, Bushmaster makes whatever they make. I'm sorry if I'm being snippy here, but it's branding. It's branding, So what you have here is, and a little cloth. Little cloth rolled up in the bottom. Cool. So you have a big mat. I mean, it's pretty standard, and it has basically all of the different assemblage groups with all the parts, which is cool. I mean, all the parts. If you were to fully armor take down one of these things, and like, for example, if you're gonna Cerakote something like in the shop, like this is the full takedown. A lot of people, when we're gonna Cerakote something, we're like, "Are you gonna do the disassembly, or are we gonna have to charge you for gunsmithing?" Like when they bring us an upper, and they're like, "Oh no, I'll disassemble it." Like they'll take out the bolt carrier and bring this to us and be like, "Here, I disassembled it," and we're like, "Oh no, that's not it. This is a full takedown, full disassembly of an upper receiver for an AR platform." And most people will never ever break down the full thing like this. And that's okay. That's totally cool. It's still cool to see like all the different parts and how many things go into it. This is all, but I mean, you know, if you're building, it's good. If you're just experimenting and taking it apart, it's nice to see where everything fits together. And the point is, you've got a work mat, a nice long work mat that you can put on the table, and it's bigger than, you know, just like some regular sized mat you might get for, like, you know, knife brand or whatever, you know, for you to lay all your rifle parts on. Is it special? No. Is there anything different about it? No. There's 100 other things like this. I got one of these, if you remember back in the days of, what's that box that sucked? Club Tac. I got an AR-15 one, I mean an AK-47 one. I mean, they make these in all shapes and sizes. No, they don't. No, they don't make it in all shapes and sizes. It's one shape, which is rectangle, and then different sizes, but, you know, the different designs and everything. You can get these things custom printed if you want. Now I gotta try to get this thing back in the tube. But it is what it is. It's, you know, it's not, it is what it is. It's not a don't like it, meh. It exists in time and space. That's all. Oh, the A-Zoom snap caps. Now, last time we saw snap caps, I had to get schooled. You probably know you're not supposed to dry fire. You know, dry firing's not good for any firearm. And I was schooled because I repeated things that I had been told since the earliest days of my firearms training in the military. And guess what? Turns out that many current day firearms trainers corrected me. It is okay to dry fire not only your M16, M4, AR-15, it is okay to dry fire a center fire firearm. Who knew? Who knew? We were taught way back when, then you're going to destroy the whole thing. I guess that it turns out it applies much more to your rimfire type firearms and everything. But with that being said, I still think that these kind of do have a function. You know, you can, the old military on the firing range, there's, you know, you load a magazine with several dummy rounds in it, so that you can practice clearing malfunctions and things like that. Boy, is that annoying on pre-deployment training. And I think I told this story once before, but you know, practice loading and unloading, and this says dry fire without damage, which now, you know, I'm not sure that's a thing, but I do appreciate when when I say something and it is not correct. I absolutely appreciate when you guys come on and tell me what is true. And I was a little resistant last time because I was like, nope, this is what I was taught, but these dudes showed me the receipts and I was wrong. So that's good to know. However, I still think that these are kind of, you know, I like these because you can put them in a magazine and you can go through the full cycling, and actually there's something about when you go through a full, you know, you put the magazine in, you pull the charging handle back, and you feel that the bolt go back and pick up the round and put it in the chamber, and then you pull the trigger and you hear the snap, but then you pull the charging handle back again and you feel that round. There's a feeling when it grabs it and throws it out. There's a feeling there of realism. I can't describe it. If you shoot, you know what I mean. It's the same thing where, like, you know, that smell of that, like that after a round's gone off. Like you haven't been to the range for a while and you smell that primary smell that, I don't know, there's something about the feel of actually having this thing pop out that I really enjoy. So I guess, you know, practice with them, don't practice with them. I guess that's really up to you. I kind of like them. I do understand that there's a lot of people that find them unnecessary, and I respect that too. I don't know. I guess that's just kind of your personal preference. What I think they're most useful for my personal experience, is when we have that drill where you have, you know, because on pre-deployment training we have a magazine, you're actually at the firing range and you have a magazine, and you have to randomly, you don't load your magazine. So everybody loads a magazine, and it is, what is it? It's a full 30 round magazine, and there are 5 dummy rounds in it, randomly spaced throughout there. And you have to hit, of that whole magazine, you have to still get 20 rounds within the scoring zone by the time the time limit goes off. And so you have to do your sports and your stoppage maintenance and everything with those dummy rounds in there. And that's part of the pressure, you know? So I think that these are a cool way to practice stuff like that. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I like these. I do like these. Maybe I'm just a nerd. And that's okay. You can call me a nerd. I've been called a nerd before. That's fine. Next, we've got the Dino shirt. A shirt 65 million years in the making. 65 million years. I already see it's Jurassic Park inspired. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I just got unmonetized because that's like copyrighted. Oh, it's just TacPack shirt. Okay. It's them. It's their branded shirt. It's a T-Rex holding a rifle. It's a conversation starter, I guess. I can take it or leave it. Like, to me, this should not be an item. This should be a freebie. Because you're branding for them. It's their brand. I've always said this. Stuff with their brand should not be considered an item. It should be a freebie in the box. Whatever. Let me put that there. I don't know. Don't like it. The Other Plumber sticker. We already talked about The Other Plumber. They have, that's what it's called. The Other Plumber. A suspiciously familiar looking plumber in full operator kit. Okay. June hints. I counted that as one thing. Ooh. June hints. 7-item box. Armaspec, Zippo, Primary Arms, NSK, Thompson. Please put a Tommy gun in the box. And more. Awesome company. More awesome USA companies making the box. One you don't want to miss. Plus box item from CRKT, so probably a knife. Now, the plus box items. We've still got 3 things in here. So, the Seekins supply kit. Is there supposed to be a supply kit in here? Oh, it's all 3 of these. Okay. All right. I was like trying to figure that out. So we've got the Nest flash hider. I'm going to open this up and take a look at it. This was not the little thing I was using. I don't know why I keep switching between blades. This is a heavy-ass flash hider. Now, is this technically a flash hider? This says muzzle device. And this says flash hider, which I know that... See, now this is why I love working with Kevin on this box. Because I'm getting to know New Jersey gun laws so good. This is ridiculous. Now, Kevin, unfortunately, but we don't blame him. It's not his fault. It happens to be his lot in life. Lives in New Jersey. New Jersey has some ridiculous laws regarding what they consider tactical accessories. For example, on an AR platform, a flash hider is illegal. A flash hider is illegal. However, a muzzle brake or a compensator is just fine. Now, those of you who shoot, who actually do the shooting, know that a flash hider may sound scary, but what is actually going to give you that more accurate killing long-range, shot? Is it going to be a muzzle brake, a compensator? Is that what's going to, like, which one of those accessories really makes your rifle more of a killing machine? I'm going to go with a compensator, a muzzle brake that is designed to accurize your rifle, right? You know what I mean? But no, flash hider sounds scarier. And in reality, depending on how it's made, flash hider, muzzle brake, compensator really can be kind of the same stupid thing. But because this is a flash hider, this is technically illegal on a firearm in New Jersey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to send Kevin some pictures and then see if, like, show him what we have available, and then be like, Darren, just take this crap out of my paycheck. And then, or Darren, just let me have it. What do you think? He's going to watch this eventually. You just let me have it? Just let me take it out of my paycheck? What are you going to do? because we have other accessories available that go on to the end of a threaded barrel for a, is this? Yeah, this is for an AR-15 type platform. But I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So like this in this box for him would not be legal in his unfortunate state of New Jersey, because it is a flash hider. Because it doesn't say, simply because it says the word flash hider, not compensator, not muzzle brake. And me and Darren have, because Darren has had to do work for some New Jersey specific firearms. So we've sat there and we've watched the YouTube videos and we've pulled up the laws and we have laughed our asses off reading this stuff that was clearly not written by anybody that actually had any knowledge about firearms. It was absolutely 100% written by politicians who wanted to try to make things sound as scary as possible and just pass laws that made it sound like they were doing things gun control related, but in reality had no clue. Not a clue what they were writing about. So anyway, sorry, rant time. Next we have the DNA charging handle for $60. And I did call it, I did say charging, what did I say? Magazine, charging handle, or selector switch. Possibly all three. It's a charging handle, all right. It's a charging handle. Yay, charging handle. Here's my thoughts on this. I know there are people who are going to say we're tired of charging handles and we're tired of this and that, but I get that and I agree. But then I also agree with the people who say like, yeah, but what if this is your very first box? What if you didn't get the other 8 charging handles over the years? I mean, so it's double-edged. We gotta think of both sides of it. It is what it is. Here's what I'm thinking is like, if you are somebody that is routinely building or into this, great, you've got the parts to build. If not, you definitely have trade bait for other stuff you might want. I had somebody who wanted to trade me rifle parts for some Benchmade knives I had, and so obviously people are doing that stuff. Unfortunately for that dude, I was like, sorry, I'm surrounded by rifle parts all day long, and if I need rifle parts, I've got an actual distributor, like right there, that I can work through, and that doesn't really help me out. But I mean, I take it for how you want it. And then finally, the last part is the hat. It's a very soft hat. I mean, you know what? It feels pre-broken in, which is nice. I like it. I don't know if I'd wear it, but I'm gonna say $20 hat. Remember when I wasn't a hat guy? Remember when I hated hats because I had to wear hats at work all the time? Not a bad hat. So there it is. Nice soft brim, So there it is. What do you guys think of everything in this box? What are you guys liking? What are you guys not liking? Let's see. Got our TacPack Dino shirt. TacPack Dino shirt. Sausages and a blanket. We got our muzzly thing. Got our charging handle. We got a hat. We got the SOG knife, which I'm not thrilled with. What am I leaving out? That's about it. Then we got the work mat, which is still, I'm struggling to put back in a tube. So what do you guys think? This is probably one of my least exciting favorite boxes from TacPack for the month, but it really doesn't matter what I think. It matters what Kevin thinks, because this is Kevin's box, and I want to know what you guys think, because your opinion is what I'm doing this for. Interesting. Not a single handgun, pistol pew related thing here. Interesting. So what do you think, guys? Let's talk about it. Favorite item, least favorite item, most hated item. What do you guys got? What are you guys thinking? Discuss. Another big shout out to Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. We got a workout getting together. I'm gonna be in New York for Memorial Day this weekend, so it's not gonna work. Be visiting the old fam back there and stuff like that. But we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Or I could just send you boxes of stuff. Whatever. So remember, guys, as always, that you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.